Welcome to our AI for Everyone instructional video series. This instructional video series is developed by the American Institute for Professional Training and Development, a nonprofit organization. This educational video series is designed to provide an opportunity to learn about AI and explore how to benefit from this remarkable technology. The entire series is available to view at no charge. If you wish to view other videos in this series, simply visit the AIPTD.org website address shown below. My name is Sandy, and I will be the AI avatar guiding you throughout this presentation. We've learned that an AI works by predicting likely words one after another. But here's a question that follows naturally. If the AI knows the likely options, how does it decide which one to actually say? And why does the same question sometimes give us a different answer each time? The answer lies in a single setting with a slightly odd name. It's called temperature. It's one of the few settings you can actually adjust and control by yourself, so it's worth learning about. A question that you may have had after working with AI. Why is it that if we ask AI the same question twice, it will likely give us two different answers? Well, that's not a bug or a glitch, and the AI isn't confused. It's working just as it was designed. Behind the scenes, there is one setting that decides how adventurous the model will be each time it reaches for the next word. Turn it one way, and answers get steady and repeatable. Turn it the other way, and you get varied and surprising answers. That setting is the temperature control. So what is an AI temperature? Let's define it. Temperature is a setting that controls how predictable or how surprising the AI's word choices are. The easiest way to picture it is to think of temperature as an AI creativity dial. Turn the dial down, and the AI plays it safe. It sticks to the most expected and reliable wording. Turn the dial up, and the AI gets bolder, more creative, and is willing to reach for less obvious, more inventive choices. This works while using same model and same knowledge. You're not changing what it knows, you're just exploring how creative it can be when it speaks. Temperature works like a creativity dial. At low settings is cautious and steady. When it is set at a high temperature, it's primed to be bold, creative, and varied. To get an idea about how the temperature dial works, let's look at what happens under the hood. For a phrase like "the cat sat on the," followed by a blank space, the model doesn't have just one answer to fill the blank space. It scores a number of possible next words that can be used to fill the blank space. The word mat might come out as the highest possibility, followed by rug, then floor, and so on down the list. However, the key is the AI's temperature setting. It decides how far the AI strays from that top pick. At a low temperature setting, it almost always grabs the most favorite or top pick, while at a high temperature setting, it gives those other lower ranked words a real chance to be chosen. In a given ranked shortlist of words, the selected temperature determines how willing the AI is to skip the number one choice and consider others down the line. Let's take a look at when we should use a low temperature. In a few words, we use low temperature whenever we want to play it safe. At a low temperature, the AI almost always picks the single most likely word. The result is focused, consistent, and repeatable. Ask the same question twice, and you'll tend to get nearly the same answer both times. Think of it as the AI being careful and conservative. No risks, no detours, just the most expected path through the sentence. When you need reliability, this is the zone you want. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, at a high temperature, the AI takes risks. It is willing to pick less likely, more surprising words. That brings more variety, more originality, and unexpected turns of phrase. Ask the same question several times, and each answer can feel fresh. The trade-off is that you give up some predictability at high temperature. You're inviting the model to wander a little. That wandering is exactly what you want when you're brainstorming, or looking for fresh ideas rather than a single correct answer. It's worth stressing that the temperature setting isn't an on-off switch. It's a spectrum. Temperature slides smoothly from focused and precise on one end to creative and surprising on the other. And in practice, most of the useful range lives somewhere in the middle, not at the extremes. The real skill isn't memorizing a magic number. It's learning to nudge the dial toward steady or toward playful, depending on what the moment calls for. Think of the temperature dial or settings like a dimmer switch, not a light switch. You tune and adjust the level as needed. So when do you turn it up or down? Keep it low. When accuracy matters most, when you are looking up facts, writing or checking code and math, When you are summarizing a document or doing anything where you want a correct and dependable answer, not a creative one. On the other hand, turn it up when you want range and surprise. When you are looking for brainstorming ideas, drafting a story or poem, generating product names or slogans, or doing anything where 10 different options beat one safe one. The question to ask yourself is simple. Do I want reliable, or do I want something interesting? A quick word of caution, watch out for the extreme settings because both extremes have a downside. Push the temperature too low, and the answers turn bland and repetitive. The AI keeps reaching for the same safe words and phrasings, and everything starts to sound the same. Set it too high, and you get the opposite problem. So much randomness that the response rambles, loses the thread, or stops making sense entirely. The sweet spot is almost never all the way at either end. Aim for as creative as the task needs, and no more. Let's look at our 3 key takeaways. Number 1, temperature is adjustable. It sets how predictable or surprising the AI's word choices are. Number 2, low is focused, high is creative. Turn it down for accuracy, up for variety and ideas. And number 3, match your temperature setting to the task at hand. There's no single best setting. The right one depends entirely on what you're trying to do. Once you get comfortable with that, you will gain more control over how an AI responds to you. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to join me next time when we'll tackle a big one. What is a context window? You can find that video and the rest of the series by clicking the AIPTD.org link below, and it will take you to the entire AI for Everyone instructional video library.